everybody, it's Josie. Welcome back to Cedar Creek Homestead. Well, we're preparing dinner for tonight. I've got ham and beans cooking. Gonna have fried potatoes and cornbread, sauerkraut and weenies, and we're gonna fix a pecan cobbler for dessert. And I thought you guys might want to come along as we make it. It's a little bit of a different recipe. We're gonna get it put in the oven, and it cooks for about 30-35 minutes, so it'll be ready about the same time everything else is. And this might be something different. Now, our family likes pecan pie all year long. I know some people just use it as a dessert recipe in the holidays in the fall. But I guarantee you some of our tables will have pecan pie on them for Easter Sunday. And it's just something that our family likes. So this is a cobbler instead. There's not a crust. So I thought you guys might like to I thought you guys might like to see this recipe come together. Okay, you're going to start by preheating your oven to 350 degrees and put your pan in with 6 tablespoons of butter and let that butter melt. Now when it is all melted, you're going to dump in a cup of pecans. And I have just a little smidge of pecans left in my package, so I'm just going to put in what's left. And I'm just going to spread them out in that butter. Doesn't have to be perfect. I'm just going to get them a little bit.
He's going to break.
The butter is in the pan. The pecans are in the pan. The next thing you're going to make is your batter. In this bowl I have 1½ cups of self-rising flour. To that I'm going to add 1½ cups of sugar. I know that seems like a lot, but we're not putting Cairo in this. And I'm going to put 2/3 of a cup of milk. And I'm just going to stir this all together. And if you find it's too thick, you can add just a little bit more milk if you need to. And I think I'm going to need just a splash more, so bear with me for just a second while I get out the milk. Okay, so now that I've got this all incorporated, I'm going to pour it on top of the pecans, but you do not want to mix them together. You just want to pour them out on the top. Okay, I've got all of that in there. Now, if you can see, I'm not going to stir this at all. I'm going to leave the pecans on the bottom, the butter. Now you can see that it's beginning to come up through there, and that's okay. That's what we want. And the next step is to top this with 1½ cups of light brown sugar. Same thing, do not stir it in, just top it. This is a very, very rich and very we'll get this on the top. Like I said, this would be something that I would share with family and not have it just around the house for you by yourself to eat it. Share it with family because it's definitely a very, very sweet recipe. Do not stir this in. I know this looks really strange. Don't stir it in. The next thing you're going to add is 1.5 cups of hot water to the top. Of course, the sugar that water's going to stand on the top for now, and it's going to get all that sugar. And you can see the little bubbles where the butter is coming up to the top, and the other ingredients are coming up as well. And that's it. We're going to put it in the oven, and we're going to bake it for about 30 to 35 minutes at 350 degrees. And this will make a top crust. There won't be a bottom crust. It's more like a cobbler where you'll scoop it out. You won't be able to slice this or cut it into squares. You'll have to spoon it out. But we'll get it in the oven, and when it's done, we'll bring you back and show you what we've got. You can see that it's nice and crisp. It's extremely hot, so I'm just going to scoop some out just to give you an idea. I'm not going to be able to taste it because it's molten sugar. So it's just, like I said earlier, you'll not be able to cut it in squares. It's saucy underneath. See, it's not set up like a pie. It's saucy. And you pour it over the top of your crust. Now, I would even be tempted to add a little bit of ice cream to that, or maybe some Cool Whip, and call it done. There you have it. Pecan Cobbler. This is set up a little bit more as it cools off. It won't be quite as runny as this. It's just really super, super hot right now. So I hope you guys will give this recipe a try, and I hope you like it. And until next time, guys, this is Josie. I love you guys. I really do. Until next time, we're gone.